All right, we've got Shari Rowe next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
And cue.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that right back in 1970. What didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
Only Chris Top.
Hear the music on the Chris Top program. Hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
Sunny Clarksville, Tennessee.
You can hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the hell are you doing, world?
Sup?
You know, I feel bad because the last show we had Eddie Mann on, and the internet decides to go out and everything crashed.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
So I promised Eddie, and I want you guys to hear this song. It's called Love is Splendiferous. We're going to play this, and then we're going to go right into Shari Rowe after that. We got to squeeze the sponsors in there somewhere.
Of
But we'll
course.
figure it all out.
Of course.
But make sure you go to eddyman.com. That's EDDYMANN.com, and check his stuff out.
Love is trusting. Love always upholds. Love is loyal. Love never folds. Love is supportive. Love always prevails. Love is hopeful. Love never fails. Love is understanding. Love is generous. Love is always standing by my side. Love is splendiferous. Got love. Everybody needs some. Got love. If not, you better make some. prevails. Love is hopeful. Love never fails. Love is understanding. Love is generous. Love is always standing by my side. Love is splendiferous. Got love. Everybody needs some. Got love. If not, you better make some. Better make some. Love is understanding. Love is generous. Love is always standing by my side. Love is splendiferous. Love is splendiferous. Love is splendiferous. Love is understanding. Love is generous. Love is always standing by my side. Love is splendiferous. Love is understanding. Love is generous. Love is always standing on my side. Love is splendiferous.
Okay, I want you to say Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
That's what I said. Magnolia Emporium.
No, not Magnolia Emporium.
I said that. Magnolia Emporium.
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 No, not young. It's Magnolia Emporium.
Handy Randy.
Magnolia Emporium.
704-248-6808. We want your space to reflect your success. Wait, is that a drill?
I figured I'd work on some home improvement stuff.
Where did you get a drill?
It doesn't matter because now I have the power.
Bruh, you don't even know how to use a drill.
Oh, I know how to use a drill.
Chris, you're gonna hurt yourself again. Just call Exact Construction.
I don't know, I'm feeling pretty manly.
Look, just call Jory at Exact Construction. They handle electrical, plumbing, carpentry, drywall, painting, wood flooring, repair, remodel, and service calls. They do everything.
Okay. What's the number?
931-809-8098.
That's Exact Construction, done exactly how it should be. Exact Construction. That's XACT Construction, a proud sponsor of the Chris Top program. sitting here sipping on my ginger tea. And
Ooh la la.
it's a little spicy, you know?
Like you.
It's a little bit spicy.
You're a little bit spicy.
You know, I just tried to call or Skype Sherry, and
it didn't happen.
And it didn't happen. You know, it does that sometimes.
Or maybe you were just rejected.
She may have just shot me right down. She might have been like, I got enough of this Chris Top guy. I haven't even talked to him yet.
She found out you were a dork.
And I've had it with him. I'm done. I'm just done. But I like the ginger tea.
I've never had a sip of it. Maybe you should pass it over
it's
here.
It's a little bit spicy. Ashley said I got it because of her.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
What does it promote? Like,
well, I'm doing it because it helps me with my circulation.
Sweet boss. Hey.
You know?
Maybe.
Hello.
Hey.
Well, hey there, Shari Rowe. How are you?
I'm good. I'm not seeing your wonderful faces, though. So.
Oh, well, that's okay.
We've got faces
Yeah,
for
it's just
radio.
audio, and you don't want to see our faces anyway, trust me.
This is why we do radio.
Yeah. We just got done. We just got done working out, so we came in here. We got the interviews actually started at 11, and
We thought traffic was gonna
yeah,
destroy
traffic was
that.
killer. We were all sweaty, so we just jumped right in here and got to work.
No
Well,
showers or
good.
nothing.
That's a good way to start the day, though.
Yeah, I'm glad you don't. You're not with us right now because
we're sweaty
you're
and smell like
Chris,
BO.
we could be 30 minutes late on the interview. Just take a shower, please.
Hey, you just proved you worked hard.
Yeah, we've been on this kick where we're trying to lose. Well, I'm trying to lose weight. You're trying to lose a little bit of weight too, I guess.
Just a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, we've been like just this trail that kills me, Sherry. It's like I'll get 2/3 of the way up this hill, and I've got to stop for like a minute or two and just catch my breath.
Oh, man. Well,
it's
you know,
nuts.
you're picking a dangerous time to start dieting right before the holidays.
You know, I'm going to power through it because the park where I walk, it's actually it's open on the holidays. So I figured what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving, I'm just going to go just walk till I drop and then come back home and eat till I drop. And that way I kind of...
That's a good plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
But you know, during Christmas time, there's all these cookies and sweets that you got to eat because it's like tradition.
Would you stop?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you should just avoid that day being at home altogether and just hike all day.
Maybe I should. You might be right. I may just do that. I may just wear a Christmas sweater and go hiking.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
All right, so Sherry, there's a lot going on with you. What's it like to open up for Big and Rich and Maddie and Tae?
You know, we were at Country Thunder with them, and that, I mean, you watch these artists, you know, from afar for so long, and you're inspired by their writing and their performing, and just you're watching their success, and just to see things grow and be at those types of festivals with those names and be able to meet so many different people that you've looked up to for so long. It's sort of surreal. You know, even being at Fanfare during CMA week, you know, I'm in there, I'm getting to meet all these new fans, and it's amazing because people are just so kind. And when you find out people are following and listening to your music, it's just, I don't know, it's really special. But then you realize that just 2 booths over, you know, Keith Urban is meeting and greeting fans and signing things. And I'm like, wait a second, can I just go over to Keith Urban's booth?
Did you fangirl? Did you like rush over there?
You know, I didn't. You know, it's funny. You cannot. There are all these. It's funny. I guess these rules are set up for, you know, newbies to that scene. But you can't be a fan when you are an artist in Fanfare. You can't go around and take pictures with other artists. You know, you can do all that. You know, in other areas of the venue, but you can't do it in there. So I had to resist fangirling over you know all these different artists.
It had to kill you. Oh my goodness.
I would have been like, ah!
Definitely.
But you still had fun.
Oh my gosh, it was a blast. Like I said, you know, ultimately just knowing that, I mean, when you see people start to line up, it's like, wow, you know, you're working on these songs and you almost feel like you're in this corner by yourself in the world and you're writing this stuff. And then you're, you know, I've had the opportunity to write with some great people this past year and then recording and seeing, you know, how songs grow and take on a new life. And then when you're at somewhere like Fanfare and you see people, you know, lining up and then they come up and they tell you, you know, what your song meant to them, or they know the song, or they couldn't wait to meet you. It's just, I don't know, it sort of brings you out of that corner and you're like, wow, you know, this is this is what I want because I love connecting with people. So
Sure.
music gives me a way to do that.
Now, with that being said, I mean, like when people know your songs when you show up, I mean, what would be your definition of success?
I've been asked that before, and I generally speaking, I resist the temptation to kind of look at what success means. It's just kind of a philosophy of mine. Like because I think life unfolds in so many different ways, and you can't really predict how it's going to go. And I'm a really big advocate of living in the moment. So, but I've been asked so often that I've started to just kind of entertain what that looks like to me. And I think my husband and I do this together. He's my bass player, and we've been, working in the music industry for a long time together. And it's such a blessing to be able to travel together and all that.
Wow,
Shari, I heard you got to watch those bass players.
I was about to say you actually married a bass player.
They've got a bad rep here.
Yeah, they do get. I don't know where this bad rap comes from because I'm telling you, I didn't know
bass
it's funny.
players ever got married.
Their personalities match the idea of being the foundation of the band.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's really he's just holding down the fort all the time. He's great. But I think being able to do this together, and it takes so much work behind the scenes. It really does. And I think if we get to a point where we're able to book shows, bigger shows, and meet a ton of fans and have a level of success where it doesn't feel like we're really working so hard for every step, whereas things sort of, which I'm really grateful to say things are getting into a flow now, and things are kind of happening, and we've got some momentum. So I think a lot of momentum would be great, just to kind of ease into things a little more. Sure.
Well, it's got to be exciting. I mean, you get to travel and do what you love with your husband.
Yes. I don't know, honestly, because I've always done this with Kevin. I know so many artists who, one spouse is in the industry and one isn't, and, they do it and they're successful at it, and that's great. But I guess because I haven't ever known anything else, I can't imagine just leaving, and going on tour and being apart.
Yeah, it might be kind of nice every once in a while.
You get a little vacation from each other.
I'm at home with you. I do your laundry. Then we're on the bus together all the time. We sing together. Just give me a break.
Everybody needs space once in a while.
Now, do you two write together?
Not so much. I mean, he's so great on the band end of things, and directing the band, and booking and managing, and he's so business minded. We've always been in business, even aside from the music industry. We own a collision repair shop here in Arizona. Mm-hmm. So we got into that industry with the idea that it would take off and kind of be one of those things where it would be a source of income while we were growing the music side of our lives. And it has done that. So he's the nuts and bolts of everything, really. Kevin just keeps everything rolling.
I'm a little bummed out that you're in Arizona. You're not in Nashville.
Do you have a collision repair need?
Now, do you ever make it to Nashville, or do you stay there?
Oh, we're in Nashville all the time these days. I love Nashville. We entertain the idea of moving out there very often. I mean, we've got the business here.
Well, I mean, people have wrecks in Nashville too.
That's true. That we have had that conversation, and I think Kevin would have moved there sooner even than I would have. But I'm entertaining the idea more and more. I have a really big family here in Arizona, and
that's hard to move away from.
Yeah. But traveling, if we can maintain the travel schedule going back and forth, we'll do it. Yeah. But as things get busier, I think we're going to have a little place out there.
Well, that would be good. Yeah. Now how often? Okay, so when you do come to Nashville, what's the purpose? Do you come out to perform or record or both?
Both, yeah. We've played a bunch of shows out there. We were real busy during the last CMA Fest. We played, I think it was 10 shows over the course of the 4 days, and recorded at Ruckus Room out there. That's where this new single was tracked. Those guys were great there, and just recorded several times over the years out there. And we always have a list of all the places we want to eat. And sometimes our trips are so busy. Yeah. We're like, darn it, it's like we didn't get to the pharmacy to get a burger, or we didn't get to Loveless, but Yeah, and we actually are building a really great community of people out there too. So we have lots of friends.
Yeah. Now I'm going to be wicked upset with you if you come to Nashville again and I don't get to see you.
Yeah, he'll be butthurt.
We will definitely come by and visit. I didn't actually realize that you were out of Nashville until you said that.
See, we're tight now, so I mean, there's no excuse.
There's no excuse whatsoever. It's going to happen.
Right. Well, we're actually in Clarksville, but we can be in Nashville like in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that.
Nice.
In 2 seconds.
Sure.
Yeah. So when you come, do you? I would love to see you like at a writers' round or something.
Oh man, that would be a blast. I haven't actually done too many of those yet, but the more I'm writing was it's so great to be able to go there because with every trip we always try to book co-writes and it just amazes me, the talent pool. You know, it's like you come into this room with people that you're just meeting for the first time, and it's just amazing to me how it unfolds, you know, and I've learned to really like get out of my comfort zone, and because writing can be kind of vulnerable, and when you're doing, doing that with someone that you just met, like I'm learning to just get over that really quick because really great things come from those co-writes. So writer's round would be fun.
Yeah, when you're a songwriter like that, you have to get over that that vulnerable thing because you're letting the world pretty much hear all your problems.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you have to not be afraid of, you have to be able to write with people where you can tell each other, you know what, that sucks. Let's go back to the drawing board. Sure. And you have to be okay with hearing that. And and I think, usually we can tell right away. It's like as it's coming out of our mouths, we're like, forget that.
Is it easier to tell the story like when you're writing a song about your own life, I guess? Is it easier to tell the story in a song or like talk to somebody about it?
That's interesting. That's a good question because I really do. I mean, I'm a talker. I'm that person like in the aisle at the grocery store, just like having conversations with people. So I like to talk.
How you doing?
So I mean, I just love stories. I love hearing them too from other people. But I don't know. I think it can be much more eloquent and much more pointed and intentional in a song. I mean, you're eliminating all the chit chat and you're creating art. So. I think it's more powerful in a song.
Yeah, and you get to sit down and think about what you really want to say. Whereas like in a on-the-spot conversation, you might be like, I don't know how to say this or whatever.
Right,
and you don't need a psychiatrist because you've got your own therapy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true, man. Music is definitely therapeutic in my life for sure.
Now, how do you feel when you come to Nashville? Because first off, it's full of talented people every corner you turn. There's no shortage, definitely, in Nashville. I think we have the most talented singers, songwriters, musicians in the world here in Nashville.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And also every time you turn a corner, there's a beautiful person that can sing. And, you're beautiful, you can sing. But, I mean, does it feel a little intimidating sometimes, or do you feel challenged? Or what?
I mean, I think I'd be lying if I didn't say there were times when I felt insecure. I think everybody does at some point. But I really just have to go back to just believing that like each person really is unique and has a unique story. And I think, just following the path that you really believe is the one you're supposed to follow and finding fulfillment in that and believing like that you have a voice and something to say that is going to be slightly unique from someone else. I mean, there's no shortage of, like you said, amazing singers and songwriters and beautiful people. But sure. I think it's important just to I try to just be as genuine as I can be and just really try to convey my heart. And, at the end of the day, you can't measure yourself against anyone else. You just, you got to resist doing that.
Sure. And it's probably not always easy, but if you can pull it off.
Yeah. I mean, there's, like you said, there's beautiful, talented people everywhere, and you look at them and you're like, oh, how do I measure against them? Or whatever.
Well, like with me, I'm not a songwriter, so I don't worry about that. But I mean, as far as beauty goes, I mean, I've pretty much got that on lockdown. So,
that's true.
Yeah, I'm not real worried about that. It compensates for my lack of talent. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be coming back to Nashville. Like, give me a guesstimate.
We're going to be out there in November for the National Universe Awards, and we're going to book a bunch of shows around it. We're going to do some radio stops on the drive along the way and back. So
give me lots of notice.
Oh, heck yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, when you have your schedule, because I want to show up and fanboy a little bit.
Nice. I like that. That's awesome.
Now, when I show up, can I buy a physical copy of a CD or a single, or do you?
Oh yeah, we'll have all that with us on the trip for sure, and Yeah, we'll have some cool stuff. I'll make sure I hook you up with some cool merch.
Nice. And okay, say somebody's not lucky enough to show up in Arizona or Nashville to see you. How do they get a hold of your stuff?
Well, with the website, we just the new website just went live with the new single, so ShariRowe.com. And then we're real active, on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. But the songs are available everywhere. Music is sold for download, iTunes, Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really exciting to be able to say that since it just came out yesterday.
Nice. So. Okay, so I can stalk you by going to Shari Rowe, and that's ShariRowe.com. And I can pretty much find any social network, buy your music, all that stuff.
Yep, all the links are there. That would be the home base.
Nice. Okay. Now, the song "Take That Shot," and you said it just came out yesterday?
Actually, on Monday.
Okay, so this is exciting for me. Okay, so will this be the first time that it was actually played on the radio, or have you already done that?
We did a local spot here on TV, and then we were up in Flagstaff in the North Country. We did like a live rendition of it. But
okay, so this will be the first time that the recorded version has been played on the radio.
Well, to my knowledge. So,
come on, Shari.
Things kind of get out
Give me
there,
something.
I want to say yes.
Okay, will it be the first time it's been on iHeartRadio?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It'll be the first time it's been on the Chris Top program.
On the
Well,
ChrisTopProgram.com
that we can
as well.
say absolutely for
right.
sure.
Okay, good. So I feel better now. So Take That Shot. Did you write this yourself?
I co-wrote it with Tom Maxwell and Willie Morrison. They're out there in Nashville.
Okay, so what inspired this song? Tell me about it.
It was kind of cool because we got in the room. I think Willie was the first one that brought the idea to the table, and the feel is much different than originally planned, and we all kind of chimed in, and it turned into such a fun song. It's really about just seeing an opportunity and really jumping on that, regardless of whether or not it fits into your plan. And in this case, it's a love story. So, this girl is just. The girl in the story is ready to leave she's leaving her hometown. She's moving away. She's ready to go. She meets this guy, and her heart is telling her to just let go of all the plans, even though she knows everybody in her life is counting on her following through with her plan. And she lets it go, and she takes a chance. And then in the end, she ends up with him and ending up moving to the spot she wanted to be in, which just happens to be Tennessee.
See? I mean, it's going to happen eventually. You might as well just go ahead and make the move.
Right.
That's right. You're right. I
just
think
take
you're
that
right.
shot, Shari. Come on.
Take that shot. I got to do it.
All right. Shari Rowe right here on the Chris Top program.
Tennessee, wasn't thinking about nobody but me. Falling was the last thing on my mind. Thank God that I fell for that stupid pickup line. Now I ain't the type to gamble on one night, but there's just something about him makes it feel so right. I guess you gotta fly to fall. Sometimes you gotta risk it all. I'm glad my heart don't listen to my head. I've never had so much to lose if I keep holding on to you. We've got even better days ahead. If it means your hand in mine, I put it all on the line. I take that shot every time. Putting on my best sundress, toasting 2 years that flew by so fast. Just bought a place of our own. Ain't much, but it's where we call home. I guess I'm the type to bet on one for life, 'cause there's just something about him makes it feel so right. I guess you gotta fly to fall. Sometimes you gotta risk it all. I'm glad my heart don't listen to my head. Never had so much to lose if I keep holding
that shot. Shari Rowe right here on the Chris Top program.
Boom, bam.
I just took a shot of my ginger tea, and it kind of went up my nose a little bit and burned.
I just took a shot of
went
my
with that.
water.
That is such a catchy song, and you know what's cool about it? I love getting the insight from the artist and finding out some behind-the-scenes stuff, because you've got such a glowing personality, and then when I put that with a song that I already like, it just makes me like it that much more.
Aw,
Well,
thank
yeah.
you.
And
That means a lot.
Well, it's just the truth, and you just seem like you're a really nice, sincere kind of person, down to earth, and all that stuff, and it's just cool to hear you really shine when you sing. And you sound like a seasoned artist. I mean, have you been singing since you were like 3 or what?
Pretty much, yeah. I've got all the home movies, all the living room concerts, and I grew up singing with my family. I come from a musical family, so even around the holidays, we still there's about 25 of us around Christmas and Thanksgiving. There's always a big talent show, and just we're
cool.
a
That
big,
sounds like
goofy,
fun.
loud bunch. But yeah.
How did you know you could sing? Because, I mean, it doesn't count when your mom says you can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now when your
So-
friends say,
It's funny looking back. I think it was maybe 7th grade. I remember I was just in choir because I had to be. It was one of those things. And one of the teachers, they were going, in front of everybody while we were all singing the same thing, and they were kind of listening in. And she made a point to let me know that I had really good pitch and that it sounded good. And she worked with me a lot, and that made a big impression on me.
So
and
that
then I
teacher
have
changed your life.
Yeah, and I have older, siblings who also really encouraged me. And gosh, I remember just late nights, just harmonizing together, literally just like singing along to the radio. And I don't know, that was always just really nurtured in my family too. So
and that's cool. I want to go back to the teacher for a second, and I look at the education system today, and we all know that we've got room to grow for sure, but it seems to me like they're just taking away so many important things. I mean, like there's less funding all the time going out to the arts, and it could be in band, or it could be chorus or whatever. But there's so much less emphasis on that than there was when I was going to school, and not every kid plays football. I mean,
Right.
You're kind of leaving out this vast majority of these kids, and we may be missing the next Shari Rowe. So tell me what it is you're doing. You mentioned it briefly during the break.
yeah, I've had, I was actually doing a release party for my last single, and I was approached by a girl by the name of Shelby Hooker, and her family started the Red Note Foundation here. They're based out of Arizona. It's a program that promotes music education, and she asked if we could maybe join together and do a concert, because they were looking to, they really are have been focused over the years on classical music and providing instruments for the school system where maybe the budget doesn't allow for it, and providing concert experiences for kids. Just a really great organization. And she was looking to expand and reach out and include other genres. And so she said, could you maybe do a country show, in support of our organization? And we did that, and we had so much fun working together. And I was so impacted by their story that we actually joined together. And now I'm officially the celebrity ambassador for Red Note Foundation. And I just really love being able to shine a light on what they're doing. It really does create opportunities for children to, like you said, if they don't play sports or they don't have the budget to have lessons or get an instrument. It's another really positive thing and a therapeutic thing for kids to turn to.
And that looks cool on a resume, I bet, the celebrity ambassador.
right?
I didn't come up with that title, but it sure does sound pretty epic.
That sounds so important.
And it's really cool. It's
I want to
like,
be a celebrity ambassador.
yeah. I mean,
That's cool,
it's
yeah.
really cool though. It's like, and it's given me like the warm and fuzzies just thinking about it. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Man, we were able to, I even was able to join them one time at one of the local elementary schools when they were presenting the school with violins and cellos and other instruments. And I was able to do a song, for one of their assemblies and meet the kids. And yeah, it's just, it's really special. The kids are just, they're so, they're like sponges, and, they're going to be impacted by something. So why not have it be music and something positive like that?
Isn't it cool looking at that and just kind of wondering how many lives you may have touched, or
Yeah, that kind of
kids you
stuff.
may have
I really,
inspired,
my heart is really drawn to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I bet. Now, do you have any kids of your own?
I do. I have 2 daughters.
Now, are they musically inclined as well?
They are. You know, we're seeing that unfold more and more, and Kevin and I always said that we would never push that on them, you know, because this is our life. But they're naturally drawn to it and naturally talented, and yeah, that makes us very proud.
Now, okay, be honest with me. All right, now would you be a little bummed out if they were more into soccer than music? Just a little bit.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably. I mean, I really don't know what that would be like because because they've done all those things. Like they did the figure skating, you know, and the horseback riding lessons and that kind of thing. And then, you know, did really well and had fun with that. So that was kind of fun to watch them do those things too. I mean, I am a mom, so I'm going to be proud if they just, you know, smile in a cute way, but it's like, but yeah, you know, it's very cool though. I gotta say, it's pretty cool that they're musical.
And how old are your daughters?
I've got, well, here you go. I've got a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old.
You do not.
I do.
You are totally lying to me.
It's the truth.
Because you're like 25. That's not even possible.
Forever 25.
That's not even possible. Okay,
I mean, when she was talking, I thought she was talking about like little kids.
Yeah, I thought, you know, I just kind of figured.
19 and 20. What the heck? You're a liar.
Yeah.
It's true. But yeah, they're quite amazing individuals. I'm inspired by them all the time.
Now, you being a mother and a wife, and I bet you're a really good cook.
Oh my gosh, my husband and I love to cook so much. So yeah, we live in Arizona in the desert, but yet we're so drawn to the country. So we have a bunch of trees in our backyard that actually change in the fall. So I'm like, I want it to look like fall around here. And then we've got all these herbs growing in our garden and tomatoes and all that. So yeah, we love to cook.
So maybe when you move to Nashville, you could probably invite us over for dinner, possibly.
I knew that was coming. This happens every time.
So you've already got plans now. So when you guys do end up here, like when you have some free time, just, you know, whenever you decide to, or if you have leftovers even.
You know, we have no reason to not move now. You know,
Exactly.
We've got friends, we've got dinner plans with people, we've got our garden already going. I can see it now.
Yeah, I could bring a baguette or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Sounds
we can
good.
definitely do that. Now, okay, say you're at one of these gatherings where you've got these little kids, these elementary school kids, and say one of them comes up to you and says, "Shari, I think you're wonderful. You're so talented. I want to do what you're doing." What would you tell them?
Well, you know, it's going to sound a little cheesy, but really just practice. I mean, repetition and just like, you know, woodshedding, you know, whatever it is that you're playing, you know, if you're playing an instrument, if you're singing, and also to not be afraid to put yourself in a room with a bunch of people who are much better than you at what you're doing, to not feel like you're anything less, because that's what makes you better. You know, I mean, you really have to surround yourself with people who are doing what you want to do
And are successful at it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. So, but if I came up to you and asked you that, you'd probably just be like, "Give it up."
No, I would still encourage you. I would encourage you, Chris.
Think you should encourage him to
No,
do
I wouldn't
singing.
encourage me either. I mean, sometimes honesty is better.
I mean, though, if we're gonna be honest here, Chris, you're actually pretty good at singing the bass. Like you'd be hush. Let me finish. Let me finish, Chris Top.
Okay.
Let me finish.
All right.
I think you'd be really good in a choir setting and singing the bass notes.
Like the lead, like the spotlight?
No, not the lead.
Okay.
The bass, like with a couple other people singing in
By
choir.
myself. Gotcha.
In choir with a couple
those really
other
low
people.
parts, like going back, like Oak Ridge Boys, like bass notes.
Okay.
Yeah, bass notes. You're really good at the bass.
I'll just stick to being the good-looking
He's
guy.
really
I'll
good
just
at the
do that.
bass. I'm not lying.
I'll just keep
Well,
getting by
see,
on my...
she would know.
I'll keep getting by on my looks. Okay. Now, if you had a chance, Shari, to have any superhero power, okay, now all the dorks and the geeks and the nerds listen to this show, so this is important.
This is great.
So what power would you pick?
Oh man, I would fly without even a second
fly?
thought. Flying?
Like-
Are you kidding?
I
Flying
feel
would
like
be
everybody
amazing.
Where would you go? What would you do?
Everywhere, everything.
Now, would you wear a helmet when you flew? Like, because you might get bugs in your teeth.
I would be a superhero. I wouldn't need a helmet.
So you'd be like Superman.
Yes,
to, like,
I'd just
fly
be
really
out there
fast
flying,
and-
free
Okay.
flying.
Okay.
I've got a question.
I mean,
though.
it would be cool during a show too to fly in.
That'd
You
be
know.
impressive.
Yeah.
My question is, why does everybody pick flying? Do they genuinely want to fly, or can they just not think of any other superpower?
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you really want to fly? Like, is that like your dream?
No, I really do. I mean, think about that. I mean,
Well, I mean, we
don't
talk
you
about-
don't you want to fly?
I mean-
What about you guys?
For
I'm
me,
scared of heights.
For
No
me,
way.
it would be cooler. It would be cooler to transport, like just snap my fingers and be there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too.
But
Beam me up,
you know,
Scotty.
then again,
Yeah.
flying, you get to see a lot, and there'd probably be that feeling of solitude, which would be nice.
I think I would have way too much anxiety.
You think so? You
Yeah.
probably get used to it pretty quick.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think if you really knew you could fly, then that would cure the anxiety because you wouldn't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be afraid of heights anymore.
You wouldn't be worried
It's
about
like,
falling.
Oh, I fell off a ladder. Big deal.
Maybe
You know?
and maybe if, I don't know. Maybe if you could fly, you could be like, I'm Superman. You could like save people. And
Yeah, you can wear cool
stuff.
costumes and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Okay,
go
okay.
viral
But,
on
yeah.
the on the
but no
internet.
capes, because the
No
Incredibles.
capes are dangerous. Have
Yeah,
you
I
ever
think
seen
capes
Incredibles?
are like so yesterday.
Yeah.
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 Now we're gonna run out of time before you know it because time flies when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. Okay, so if you had 5 minutes to sit down and have a chat with anybody and have a cup of coffee, who would this person be? It could be anybody living, dead, doesn't matter.
Oh man, my dad. My dad is no longer with us, and
Aw.
he passed away in 2005. And especially with the coffee thing, I still, when I get a cup of coffee, he used to have this way of taking the spoon and sort of tapping it on the edge of the cup. And I would love to just catch up with him for 5 minutes. He just, my dad just meant so much to me, and he lived a really hard life, and he ended up, coming out on top at the end, and then, went on to be with the Lord. But yeah, 5 minutes with my dad with a cup of Joe. Yep.
That's all you need.
Yep.
Now, is your mom still around?
She is. She's amazing. She's just feisty and sarcastic, and I love it.
Does she get a chance to see you perform much?
She does. She's awesome. Yeah, like we're all here in Arizona. We all live within a few miles of each other, and there's so many of us. And yeah, everybody has come out to shows and have supported me. And I have other people in the family who are also musical. So
Is it kind of a hassle during Christmas when you just kind of want to relax and enjoy everything when they ask you to sing?
Usually everybody is singing or doing something. So no, I really look forward to those times. It's like we're just crazy and loud, and we're exhausted after the holidays, but I wouldn't change it.
Now, when are you doing a Christmas album?
I would love to do that. I've been thinking about that lately. I don't know. I need to get on that.
Yeah, because we're always looking for independent artists to put on our Christmas playlist. So just let me know when you do that. And
Absolutely.
now, when is Take That Shot just came out. So is that going to just be a single, or is that going to be part of an EP or an album, or how's that going to work?
It will eventually be part of an EP or an album. We're working on finishing that up, but we got this one done with a few others initially, just back in June, and we were so excited about this one. We wanted to get it out right away, but we've got another one waiting in the wings for the spring, another single, and both of these will be part of a project. So,
dude, that's got to be so difficult. I mean, to sit on a song. I mean, is the one that's coming out in the spring, is it ready?
It is ready. Oh my gosh,
you just got to sit there.
I know, it's driving us crazy. Even the guys in the band, we were at rehearsal last night, and the guys were like, when are we going to play, XYZ? And I'm like, we got to hold on to it. So we can't even play it out yet.
You know what you could do, though, Shari? And this could just be between you and me. Nobody has to know. You could
Except
just,
everybody.
you could
Right.
just send me the song and let me hear it.
Oh, man.
Because I'm not really patient, and it would be cool. And I won't share it with anybody. I won't play it or anything like that. Just for me to hear.
I think it's going to have to be a test in patience for you.
Oh,
Man.
that's such a bummer. If you cave, let me know.
Okay, you'll be one of the first
If you
to get it.
take
That's
that
for
shot.
sure. I will make sure. I
Yeah.
will tell Anna over at Core PR that Chris Top has to be like
One of the
one of
first.
one of the first to get that, and you can play it before it's actually released.
Okay, so if I call Anna and talk to her, sweet talk her, you think she'd let me hear it early?
Yeah, Anna, you might. Well, it depends. Anna can stick to her guns pretty good, and she's also real sweet, so it could go either way.
I feel like we've met her before, haven't we?
We haven't met Anna. We met a couple of people from Core PR, but we haven't met Anna yet. I've been emailing her a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I feel
Anna's
like
great.
I'm
Everybody over
developing
Core
a
is great.
relationship with her. So maybe we can pull some strings. I don't know. But I want to hear it soon. So
Awesome.
I'm going to see what I can. I'm going to bug you a little bit too. I'll send you like
Okay.
a tweet every once in a while. Like, hey, how about that new song?
Yeah.
I know he will too.
I'm not bringing that baguette if you don't let me hear it. I'm just not
Great. Now baguette's on the line.
Right. Well, Shari, it was an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
It was so much fun being on the show. Thank you.
Yeah, and the cool thing, you're talented, you're beautiful, and all this good stuff. But the coolest thing for me is you're just a down home, genuine, nice person. And and that's not something you find every day, especially in this business. Mm-hmm. A lot of people will start out conceited and full of themselves and just expect the world, and it's just not how it works out sometimes.
They ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
No. I just, I don't know. I just think people, you got to be real with people. People know, you know what I mean? And it's like, I love connecting with people on a real level. I think, I don't know, it's just, I think it's just better overall that way. I mean, even just in everyday life and really no matter what you're doing, people are going to be way more responsive if you just say, hey, this is me.
Nothing wrong with a little humility every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Amen.
so I guess that's a show. So it's ShariRowe.com, ShariRowe.com. You can go there and you can find links to all of her social networks. You can find her music on it. Now, can they order hard copies? Or
soon, real soon. They
Okay.
can definitely if they just hit the contact page there and let us know because all that's flying in here like within the next couple weeks. So
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if I ordered a hard copy of Take That Shot, how much extra would it cost me for you to write, Chris, you're really cool, one of my favorite people in the whole world, you're amazing, like all that stuff?
$50.
One baguette.
One baguette. Oh, see, she's got me back on the baguette again.
It's like a baguette battle.
She's like
That's
this,
right.
this
I'm
evil
getting that
barter
baguette.
person. I don't
When we
understand.
get to Nashville, you better have a baguette in your hands.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to bring a baguette.
For reals.
Okay. So, did you have fun?
I did. That was a lot of fun.
Good.
This was so fun.
Well, good, Shari.
great.
And hey, anytime anything exciting happens, any good news, let us know. We can at least talk about it, or we'll have you back on the show or something.
That sounds awesome. Thanks for supporting everything. It means a lot.
Well, you're very welcome. And I want to thank everybody that listens on iHeartRadio, on Stitcher, on Spreaker, on the ChrisTopProgram.com, and the other 30 or 40 sites that we're on. Blueberry, I don't know. There's lots of places. I don't
Stitcher.
know.
Did
I
you
can't
say
remember
Stitcher?
them all. But yeah, but thank you guys so much. Do you want to take us out?
Heck yeah.
All right,
I
go
want
ahead.
to take us out.
Go ahead.
Thank
Your
you
treat.
for listening. My treat.
You're taking us out. Get it?
Oh, yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Thank you for listening to the Chris Talk program. And I forgot what I was going to say. I fail at this.
See, this is why I don't
Thanks,
ever ask you to do it.
y'all, for listening to our show. It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Life is good and we're gone.
Maybe dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time